Good morning, planet Earth. I couldn't steal completely from Robin there. Welcome to another impromptu morning of the Morning Mug. And this morning we are going to announce a brand new show that I'm going to be doing Saturday night with some awesome dudes. But we'll announce that in just a minute. Maybe drop a couple of recent movie hauls and anything that you guys might have in the chats to throw at me. We will go over that as well. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Morning Mug. All right, now I am wearing this funky bowler shirt. Now, look, I'm gonna try to spin this around. If I can show it to you. Ready? This is the Can you see it? The Wesley Crushers. Hopefully, you can see that. Okay, as my Big Bang Theory. Now, this is what Sheldon wore when they went bowling. They were called the Wesley Crushers, reference to Star Trek: The Next Generation. So, I'm thinking about using this as my hostly attire Saturday night. If you guys like it, let me know. If you have something else you want me to wear, I got a lime green jacket, Johnny Lawrence Kung Fu gi. I don't know. We'll think of something. It's got to be something I think pop culture related that'd be kind of fun. All right. So before I jump in and share with you what's coming, let's see who's in. And we got Tim Talks Talkies Hook. I'll try to do some listening in the truck. Nice, dude. Super excited to watch the trivia on Sunday. Well, what's he talking about? Trivia? I don't know what Tim's talking about. I guess we'll have to get to it in just a second then, since it's probably going to explode because a few people do know what's coming. We got Michael Hubbard. What's up, buddy? He says, hey, Huck. Hey, my friend. Mika, hey, Huck. Listen to the office. Nice. You just feel free to, airplay it to all the other people so they'll be working all of a sudden. Huh? Who's this guy talking? He sounds awesome. All right, Michael says, I like the shirt. Cool. All right. I might lean towards this one. This one kind of makes me laugh, makes me smile. It's like Wesley Crushers. Okay, so to give you the quick breakdown of what is coming Saturday night, I'm going to do my very first trivia game show live. And let me just tell you, this is going to be a humdinger, as I love to say on my channel. It's going to be like playing trivia with your friends. I want it to be like up and lively, a little trash talking, a little hooting and hollering. I used to be a DJ back in the day, and one of the segments I would do to keep people entertained was a TV movie trivia thing where I'd play like movie quotes and things like that, and people would guess it. So that might be a portion of the game. We'll see. I got to decide if copyright issues are a problem doing that. If not, yours truly will become the impressionist and do my best to impersonate those those quotes. And so just to give you a little taste. Hold on one second. A little taste of what it's going to be. I threw this together. It's kind of clunky. It's kind of dorky. But I just wanted something to roll in at the beginning of the trivia show. And so everybody watching here right now is going to get and those who watch this on the replay, this will be a glimpse, a tease, if you will, of what's coming on Saturday. Here we go. That was it. What'd you guys think? There you go. All right, that's the intro, the taste, the nugget that I'm dangling, the carrot in front of the horse before the show. And we have as a host a bevy of excellent players that we're going to show you right now. Here's another. This is a thumbnail tease for the live show, and here we go. Bam! There it is, y'all. The players on Saturday night is Jagoda Blue 7, Pop's Movie Dungeon, and Movies with Ryan. Boop, boop. Look at these guys, man. Rock stars, every one of them. They got killer channels each. Love these dudes. And I know they're going to bring some heat, bring some smoke. I know Movies with Ryan needs a little payback with Jagoda during 4K D-Rays. Battle the other night is an excellent tag team match. But they'll be here. And then Pops is in there. Pops is going to be like, you can battle all you want. I'm going to take you fools out. I don't know. That's what I'm predicting. Like that kind of camaraderie, that kind of good stuff. So, look, I have all these movie games at the house. So what I want to do is basically, I just started cracking open all of these boxes of movie games. I don't get to play these much anymore. Certainly when COVID hit, you couldn't have people over playing games and all that good stuff. So I just opened them up. I'm like, oh my God, these are phenomenally great, fun trivia questions. And I used to play these all the time. And so these, I'm gonna flash the stack of stuff. Look, there it is. That's it. That's all you get. That's the flash of stuff. That's a ton of stuff. Let me just give you the breakdown of some categories that you may be hearing tomorrow night. Comedy, Hollywood classics, drama, horror. I know it's a lot of you people's favorites there. Academy Awards, sci-fi, action, musicals, and children's movies. So that's just a portion of coming from these cards. That's the kind of categories, to keep it fresh. If somebody's good at horror, well, guess what? Maybe that person will end up getting a musical question. So it'll just be the luck of the draw. So that's what's going to be happening on Saturday night. So it'll be the first one. So bear with me if it's a little clunky on episode 1, but we're excited to get it going. And if anybody wants to tune in and check the show out, and then if you want to play the show, just hit me up. Just leave it in the chats, man. We'll try to get as many people as we can. Let's see. Samika says she's at the office. Like the shirt, right? Trivia is always a good time. I know, right? And this is going to be some fun stuff. Let me tell you. Hey, Pops, what's going on, buddy? That's one of our players right there, y'all. Look at that. He's bringing the heat. He's already bringing the intimidation factor by signing in first. Just letting it be known to his competitions. I'm already here. Where are you guys? Just totally making that up. All right, here we go. Caveman, hey, buddy. Good to see you. Hey there. Hey there, beautiful Mika, Michael, and two at Tim Talkies, and you too, Huck. Okay, well, thanks. Yeah, I did put on a fresh shirt today. I'm showered. See what else we got. It says very cool intro. Did you like that? All right, all I could think of was like I had to be quick about it, so I just looked around, shelves behind me, shot a bunch of cool stuff, and so that'll work. That'll just have to work for now. It's filled with movies and pop culture because that's what's going to be on the trivia. Michael says, cool. Great lineup. I know, right? I mean, let me tell you. Now, Mika, I don't know if this is at all possible, because I do love an all-girl battle to get, I don't know, like you and Jess and Mel. Can you imagine that? All in one show? Oh, man, forget about it. That'd be a dream come true. You guys talk outside. Make sure you can fire each other up about that. That could be cool. If you guys don't know all three of those women well, you should look up their channels. Excellent. Tim Talks Talkie says, hey, Caveman and everyone else, an absolutely killer lineup for this. Yes, I was very lucky, man. Just when you reach out to do one of these live things, you just kind of hope that people are free. I know it's a Saturday night, but my work schedules during the week are always kind of clunky. Trying to start to, like, for me, I wouldn't be able to start till probably 7:30 or 8 o'clock my time, which is California time. So 8, 9, 10, that's 11 for a lot of you guys. And on a weekday, I don't know if you got to get up early for work, but that seems like too late for me. So that's why we're going to give it a go here on the weekend. Hey, Caveman. Hi, everyone. Let's see. Good morning, Hook. Sounds like a great show. Yeah, man. Look, got to get you on one of these too, Side Hustle. So tune in, check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can tell. It says you should sneak in some of your cameos, right? As part of the contest. I'll see what I can do. I'm not sure I'll be able to work that into this episode, but you never know. My cameos. All right. I like the way you think, Caveman. All right. This would be fun. I have to get them on board. Look, you're already jazzed, man. I just said it and boom, there you are, popping right up. Because look, anytime we see over at 4KD, right? Shout out to that guy. If you haven't seen his channel, awesome dude. Got this great movie battle that he does on Thursdays, usually on Thursdays. And sometimes he did a tag team recently where Movies with Ryan was part of that, and Jagoda. They were awesome. They were just so good. Alex Thomas and Ben Buster were also on there. Those guys were just hilarious. Love that episode. And they've also done some all-female battles. So, that's where we get our inspiration from, as we watch some stuff and say, yep, well, maybe we can incorporate that into this particular show. Turner, hey man, Turner fan 77. What's up, everyone? Turner fan, you know, I got to get you on this too. Maybe I'll have a Kevin Smith question for you. Or maybe I won't. I missed the announcement. Oh, you missed the announcement. I am doing a trivia show contest on Saturday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's see. Are you East Coast? So it's probably 5, 6, 8 o'clock you, or 7 if you're just 2 hours ahead. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll show the intro one more time for those who just joined us here. See, Michael's coming from Florida. So see, that's why I put it at 5 o'clock my time. It's only 8 o'clock for you guys. That's a nice early show. It's probably, and look, I'm going to treat it just like a real game show. We're just going to get in, introduce everyone, dive into the show. And then maybe after the show, hit a few comments, but it's not going to be like your typical Q&A where we stop a lot and read the comments, because I don't want to slow the energy of the contest down. I hope you guys understand that. And then that way at the end, maybe you guys can talk about how well people did, or what their guesses were like, or maybe you guessed a certain answer before the guys, So it's going to be a quick thing. Like, I don't even think you'll be able to type spoilers in the comments quick enough, because the players have to react pretty quick. It's not going to be something where they have 15 seconds or 20 seconds to guess the answer. It's like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. You got to go, man. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's see. He says, or the answers of some of the movies where you cameoing. Oh, that is, so having done one film, I actually have, you can use me in a 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game. That's right. So let's just put it this way. So by using Steel Frontier, for those of you who may not know what Caveman is talking about, I was in a film called Steel Frontier. It is a Mad Max type post-apocalyptic action film. And this company, PM Entertainment, they were known for low budget action, right? And so this was one of those films, and they blow a lot of stuff up. They got killer cars, great stunts, it was fun. And in this film is Brian James from Blade Runner, Bo Svensson from Walking Tall. Let's see. My good buddy Jim Cody Williams. This guy's a character actor. He's been in so many cool things. He was in what is that one with Kurt Russell? Blue Steel, I think it's called. He was in Herbie the Love Bug with Lindsay Lohan. So if you just sort of use any of those 3 actors, Jim Cody Williams, Brian James, or Bo Svensson, you could get back to me in playing 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. I'm not going to do that on the show because people's brains will explode trying to figure out how the hell to get back to me from Kevin Bacon. But it's kind of fun that I can actually play that game. All right, let's get rolling. What we got here? Pops, I know you're coming. Oh, also from Florida. So you and Michael, man, you can watch it. Well, you can't watch it together because Pop's going to be in it. Yes, you're central. So cool. 7 o'clock for you. Hopefully that's a good time. You're not too busy popping on. Maybe, eat dinner with the fam early, or gather around the TV, and eat while watching. Caveman also says, you could add snippets or quick flash images of your appearance in the opening. Yeah, I could. Maybe I'll save that for like the Chicken Boy episode. Theme it up. Michael says he loves movie trivia. Well, dude, you're gonna love this one. It's gonna be good to go. And look, and as the show keeps going, if it's a hit, if people like it, if people respond well to it, we'll do some of these, and you don't even have to have a YouTube channel to play. I want to invite people just who love playing trivia, who maybe used to get out to bars and go to those trivia nights. I used to do that and go out with my wife and stuff, and we'd play those. We would do pretty good, but there's some ringers out there, especially because it was like tables the teams were tables of people. And so if it was just her and I and my daughter, who is just a teenager, so she doesn't know half the things that they're showing, it's only up to her and I to try to beat like a table of 5. And that's kind of difficult, let me tell you. So TJ8311 says, hello, everyone. Hey, buddy. Welcome. I'm going to show the intro again one more time for TJ and Turner fan. And even Pops. I don't know if Pops, did you see the intro? I'll show it for you real quick. Rapid fire questions. That's fun. Yeah, man. I just want to keep people on their toes, keep them lively. Wow. To me, Bo Svensson, that's cool. Yeah. Let me tell you. So Bo was like going through some dragged him his life through, but some divorce or something. So he needed to do that movie for like a paycheck. He was still great. He was like kind of this, oh man, I wish I had it. I didn't even think about it. I got a picture with Bo. No, I'm not gonna be able to find it, but yeah, maybe I'll do one of my next lives as I sort of know I'm gonna do one of these. This is kind of impromptu. I'll load up some of the celebs I've been lucky enough to rub elbows with, including all 3 of those guys. So that'll be a fun chat with you guys. Says, love those Walking Tall movies. I know, right? Those are pretty cool. The Rock one, I mean, I love The Rock, but it didn't have that same something that Bo Svensson's Walking Talls had. Gaiman says, I'm from Kentucky with the furthest eastern time zone. Oh, really? So you're just in that eastern time zone, just on that little cusp, like you walk to your next door neighbor and it's suddenly central time? That's whack. Tim says, I love that it's open to anyone and for anyone to play. Yeah, man, this community is awesome. Also, I totally think a signed Chicken Boy DVD. All right, now you know what? The DVDs might be hard to come by now because it's not like they're everywhere. However, if anybody wants a signed Chicken Boy 8x10, let me know. I can make that happen. I know the guy. So, yeah, I'll talk to him. It says, what's the tea? Michael says, what's the tea glass day? How do you know? Because I just drank out of it. Today it is Spider-Man. There it is. I think I had this one before. I just had Iron Man yesterday. So, yeah, I just keep them rotating. I got I don't know how many glasses, 50 different pop culture glasses. It's all either sci-fi or superhero glasses because those be cool. All right, so for TJ and Pops and Turner, in case you guys missed it, here I will show the intro to our show one more time and make sure I get the right one. I don't want to spoil something here. Let's see. Yes. No, that's an overlay. Okay. Well, actually, Pops, I did show this. This is our thumbnail for tomorrow night, Saturday night's show. And as you can see, look there, man. Who will win the coveted golden mug? Because I got the Hugs Pop Culture Cafe. It seemed appropriate that the trophy was some sort of cafe-related icon. And there you go. Nice golden mug will go to one of these 3 fine gentlemen tomorrow night. And in case you missed it, here's that intro one more time. Good stuff, right? Like, I don't know. I put like fire embers coming up from the bottom. What the hell is my problem? I don't know. Like, because this game shows fire. Is that what everybody's saying these days? Fire. Okay. Let's see. Caveman says, were they McDonald's glasses? Oh, actually, I should wear my McDonald's glasses. I used to have some of those. I used to have the McDonald's Star Wars glasses, and there was some Taco Bell, I think, Star Trek and Superman glasses. Man, I'm kind of bummed I sold those a while back, so I don't have my Superman the movie glasses anymore. Those were cool. But no, these are, here, I'll show you on the back. If you ever want to look them up, y'all, it's called Toon Tumblers. There you go, right there. Toon Tumblers is the name of the company that makes these glasses. So if you're interested, just go to Amazon or just Google it. And I'm telling you, whatever your favorite characters are, there is a Toon Tumbler of that character. And they're totally affordable. I think it's like, 15, 17, but I don't know, for under $20, you could probably get this shipped to your house. A lot of the cups nowadays, the pints, they're all plastic now. Like the recent one I got of Iron Man, I thought it was glass and it showed up and it was plastic. I was like, It cost the price of a glass. But yeah, it's getting really cold in my hand. So, woo. Yeah, so Toon Tumblers, man. If you dig those glasses, go check it out. They make mostly all the superheroes, Marvel and DC, and they're good. They're cool. They're cool quality stuff. And wash it by hand. Don't put it in the dishwasher. That's right, because it'll fade that graphic, man. Because look, I want you to look. I've had this for well over 10 years. And I want you to see just how bright and fresh that artwork still is. It is not dulled at all because I use a very soft sponge. Don't use that scratchy side on it. I tear up Spider-Man like that. Respect. So there you go. That was a long tirade on whether they're McDonald's glasses or not, but there you go. If you're interested, grab your glass. Let's see. Michael says, I like those glasses. Us Southern folk, we like our sweet tea. Yes, we do, sir. And then when you get older like me and your triglycerides go through the roof, you got to lower the sweet in the sweet tea. So now I'm about a third sweet to a 2/3 unsweetened. Man, that part of life sucks. But I still love sweet tea. Turner fan, what do you think? That was cool? Yeah? Nice, man. Like I said, I just looked around and said, what can I shoot off my wall? It's literally everything I shot was like within eyeball distance. Autograph of Carrie Fisher. I had to put that in there, y'all. At first I had Elvira on the wall, but I felt Elvira was represented a lot in the pan because she had the Funko Pops in her movie. So I'm like, let me change Elvira to my beloved Carrie Fisher. Loved her. I met her twice, man. She was awesome. She was awesome. When I meet celebrities here, I'll tell you a quick funny story. So when I meet celebrities, first I have to tell you about the one meeting that went awkward, but it also made me think, okay, that's the coolest thing ever, and I'm going to do that again. So I saw Mandy Patinkin, right? We all know Mandy Patinkin from The Princess Bride, and he was all, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Eh? Okay. See, now I can't use that in the trivia tomorrow night because I just ruined it. Or I could. Maybe Pops had to tune in, tune out, and he missed it, right? I can still do it. Anyway, so he was also in the movie Dick Tracy with Warren Beatty and Madonna. And I like that movie, right? A lot of people, look, I again, you know me. If I like something, I'm going to let you know. If society says Dick Tracy sucked, well, society can take a hike because I liked it. And Mandy Patinkin plays 88 keys in that film. And he plays the piano, he's tickling the ivories, and Madonna's sitting down next to him, and he sings that song, "What can you lose? Leave it alone." And they just keep on going. And it's such a beautiful song, right? That made me want to go get the soundtrack because he's got such a great voice. So flash forward to meeting Mandy Patinkin in a Pete's Coffee, which is kind of like a Starbucks, but local. Is Pete's? It may just be local to California. I don't know. Do you guys have a Pete's Coffee? We have Pete's Coffee. It's awesome. And so he was there, and there weren't many people there. So I just went up. I told my wife, my girlfriend at the time, I said, I'm gonna go say hey to Mandy. Just tell him I liked him in Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy, right? Not Princess Bride. Dick Tracy, which again wasn't really a huge hit. Maybe he got backlash. Maybe he had a rotten time. Maybe Warren Beatty was total tool on the set because this is what I got. Mandy Patinkin, how you doing, sir? Brian Huckabee, just a big fan. Just want you to know, man, I loved you in Dick Tracy. Your songs were amazing. And as I'm saying that, I'm shaking his hand, and I can feel him like pulling his hand away, like, oh, and I'm like gripping tight. No, don't leave me. And his hand comes out, and he's like, he and his wife couldn't wait to get out quick enough. And I'm just like, all I could think of was, that did not go as I expected. And then it started playing out an entirely long, hilarious scenario in my head. Like I went running down the sidewalk with a scone in my hand, throwing it at him. And, keys, come back, keys. Yeah, and we just chased each other around Hollywood. That didn't happen. But anyway, so upon doing that with Mandy Patinkin, I thought, that's the thing. Now whenever I meet any other celebrity, don't go to the obvious. Don't go, if you meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, don't say, Terminator was my favorite. You gotta, dig deep. I don't know, like Pumping Iron really inspired me to not work out. Bad reference, but you know what I'm saying. So you try to find those obscure things. Like if you meet Courtney Cox, though, don't say you were great in Masters of the Universe. Because I love me some Courtney Cox, and that girl does not ever talk about Masters of the Universe. In fact, a lot of times you don't even see it on her resume. Like, people are writing stuff up. No one ever mentions that. And she was great. She was delightful. She was lovely. I loved her in that. I mean, Courtney's half the charm to keep watching that movie. If you've watched that movie. So anyway, all right, let me get back to where I was at. All right, so let's see. It looks great. Did I finish my story? Yeah, I did. Anyway, I think I did. See, I get on such tangents. I start something and then I forget if I finished my thought. I think I did. It was about celebrities. And anyway, that's how it is in my head, y'all. Okay, I still have my glasses. Oh, you got those? Dude, I had those. Return of the Jedi, not sure if they were from, I think they were Burger King. Actually, I do think that they were Burger King. Absolutely. In fact, I'm not going to put money on it, but yeah, I'm with you on that one. Michael says, Dick Tracy, first movie I ever took a girl to. Good date. Okay, see, that's good. Now, if it was a bad date, I think you and I would be saying different things. Like, Dick Tracy sucks, man, because that date was terrible. That's cool. That's cool. And hey, I'm glad it's finally out on Blu-ray too, because but it's stripped. It's another one of those no love titles from Disney. I think similar with Rocketeer. You get these great fun movies. And I mean, the makeup alone on Dick Tracy warrants a bonus feature. Just if that's the only thing you put on there, bring those guys on. I know they were nominated. I want to say they won the Academy Award for makeup because that whole movie was all about makeup. But never, it's never treated with any love. And for some odd reason, even though this is not Disney, it's Warner Bros., Beetlejuice also treated with no love. Look, I want you to look at every single release of Beetlejuice, and it has nothing. It's got a couple episodes of the cartoon. That is not bonus content. There's nothing with Tim Burton. There's nothing with Michael Keaton. Nothing. All the way from the DVD to the Blu-ray to the 4K. And I kept holding out for the later format, hoping once it reached its final release, it would have something, but it still doesn't have anything. And that bums me out. Not too much. Your version of Get Yeah, right? Speaking of Get Shorty, that I just picked that up. But is it? Oh yeah. Oh, it's in the mail. Like I got this package headed my way. But from what was it? Shout Selects had some sales. So I jumped on that and grabbed me 4 titles. Still being delivered by the mule. So they haven't gotten here yet. And that was like well over a week ago. But yeah, Get Shorty. I love, my favorite part of Get Shorty is when The Rock is doing a monologue, but he's actually doing a scene with another character. He's like, hey, what are you talking about? And then he turns and he acts like the other person. And then he turns to the other guy. Well, I don't know. And he's literally having a dialogue, but with himself. And I think it was Travolta was in the scene with him. And he's like, that's it's not a monologue. Oh my God. I can't wait to see that again. That was so funny. Rock was so good in that. Okay, let's see what else we got. Mika says, love Masters of the Universe. That's true. She's great. I know, right? And Robert Duncan McNeil, who went on to do Star Trek Voyager, played Tom Paris. He's the other youngling in that. It's got a good cast in that movie. Like Frank Langella, y'all. Like he chews that movie to pieces. Like you've kind of got all these young actors that are just starting out. You got Dolph Lundgren, who just came off of Rocky IV, who's got not good acting chops yet. And then Frank Langella plays Skeletor. And he is so freaking amazing in this film. He's one of the best villains we've had in that kind of role. And I remember when he was offered it, he was like, Skeletor, what is this? But his kids or his grandkids knew all about it. And they're like, you've got to do it. Like, and so he did it for them. And I'm telling you, if Frank wasn't playing Skeletor and it was just some run of the mill, not so good actor, I don't think I would ever care about rewatching Masters of the Universe. But because Frank is in it as Skeletor, he makes it so much rewatchable for me. Anyway, he's awesome. Oh, look who's here. All right. Bye-bye. See, you start talking about, Frank Langella, Skeletor, the porn bots show up. I understand. He-Man's got no shirt on. You had to come in. Whatever. Peace out. Okay. Let's see. You love my stories? Thank you. They just keep popping into my head. That's what my channel's going to be based on, I'm sure. Down the line is like, you had so many stories. Why didn't you tell them all in one sitting? I'm like, because that would be boring. They got to come out here and there, right? Side Hustle says, I bought a copy of Steel Frontier. What? Get out of here, man. I wish I was still getting residuals. I might get 2 pennies for that. Hoping to get it signed by one of the stars. I know most of them, so I can get a signature on that sucker for you. That's right. It's good to know people. Let's say Caveman says, that is the sequel. Oh, the sequels be cool. You're right. Sequels be cool. Get Shorty is the original. Oh, wait. The sequel be cool is when The Rock does that thing and not Get Shorty? Oh, am I mixing the two? Okay, that was my bad. I thought I could have sworn that was in the first one. See, now I'm kind of bummed because I just bought the first one for that scene. See, when you watch too many movies like we do, guys, they all start to blend together sometimes, especially when it's, sequels and whatnot. It's all good. I'll watch it anyway. Michael said he saw Galaxy Quest this week. Nice. If y'all ain't seen it, my wife and I enjoyed this so much. Michael had mentioned to me earlier, that was I just did a video this week. That's why I didn't do a live video on Tuesdays, because I was getting my 1984 video ready. And then prior to that, I did one that was called my top 15 perfect movies in my collection. And the distinction between that is they're not necessarily my top 15 favorite movies of all time or the best movies of all time. It's just 15 movies I think are absolutely perfect. The writing, the directing, the storytelling, the acting, the set pieces, the music, the wardrobe, all those things, they all just come into play and just knock it out of the park. And for me, Galaxy Quest was one of those films. It's like a perfect satire to all the Star Trek fandoms. And, look, I'm a Star Trek fan, and I wasn't offended by it. In fact, I think every Star Trek fan found it hilarious and kind of wished most of the Star Trek movies could have been that entertaining. And, cast was great. Sigourney Weaver, Guy. I love Guy. Guy's the best. Let's see what else. It's too early for sex, but I know, right? Come on, I just woke up. I got my tea. You guys got to show up. Man, those sex bot algorithms, they just must be 24/7. Maybe they're working on East Coast time. See, they're a little more awake right now. Somehow they infiltrated my Cali time. No bueno, man. Caveman says, be cool. Yes. Says, don't worry, Huck. I'm basically a human goldfish and forgot scenes immediately. Right? Telling you, that's why I love rewatching, because besides my absolute favorites, I need to rewatch to remember parts. Dude, I'm the same way. Like my wife says, you have such a great memory about movies. I'm like, well, I used to be a really encyclopedic guy. Like when I try to get an actor out now, I'll be like, oh, that's the who's the guy who plays Guy in Galaxy Quest? Like I should know those things on the tip of my tongue, and then I don't. In fact, right now I just forgot his name. There you go. See, I just subliminally psyched myself out. Anywho, that's what happens. And my name is Guy. Guy's cool, man. It's cool to have a name like Guy. Love Galaxy Quest, such a good one. Great cast, yes. R.I.P. Alan Rickman. And the other sad thing I heard about Galaxy Quest is they were going to come back to Amazon Prime and do a show. Man, they were going to do a show, a continuation of that. And man, that would have been absolutely my hands down favorite show on TV if that happened. And then just shortly after, like a week after they had started the ball rolling on that, Alan Rickman passed away. So, and no one wants to do it without Alan Rickman, Oh, that's too bad. I wonder if they'll maybe reboot that or something. Anyway, Sam Rockwell. See how my brain works? See, it comes back eventually. I wasn't kidding. I kind of forgot who his name was. Yeah, someone's like Meryl Streep. It's always there, but those gaps, Tim. You're right. It's that fish boy brain or fish boy. It's fish boy and chicken boy. They went to school together. Goldfish. Okay, he says, Tim Talks Talk, he says he loves Galaxy Quest. You can tell how much they love Star Trek, and oh my gosh, Sam Rockwell. Oh yeah, see, cool. See, it's before I read that. Is amazing. Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. He's us in that film. Like he's the guy that had a walk-on role, like a small cameo, but loved that he was in that show. Like that would be me. Like if I got a walk-on role in Star Trek, and Lord knows I tried. I took acting classes with the freaking casting directors. I pretended to be a Ferengi in a scene. And he goes, man, that was amazing. I said, so you called me in for one of these guys? He goes, oh, totally. Anyway, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but all you got to do is look at the opening credits. Junie Lowry Johnson, there's a guy under Junie Lowry Johnson. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call you out, Ron Surma. That's right. That's who it was. Should have cast me, son. That'd have been a great Frankie. But instead, no, you just keep getting the same old guys over and over again. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Caveman, by Grabthar's hammer, I shall avenge thee. Right? I had a t-shirt with that on it until I wore that sucker out. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, that's another great. See, I can't tip my hand too much. All right, see now that we're saying things like by Grabthar's hammer, I'm gonna make these things not available in Saturday night's show because maybe they'll see it coming. But I do predict I can cough that out on a future episode. Let's see. Do you watch The Orville? Oh my God, are you kidding? The Orville is my favorite Star Trek show on television. It has every single thing that you want. It's got great writing, good stories. The sets and the costumes are very reminiscent of Star Trek if you've ever seen it. The humor, like when Seth started out, it was like a little heavy-handed with that Seth humor. But as a show, like every show, even the original Star Trek The Next Generation, it took till season 3 before it found its voice. And this one took till about later in season 1, and then certainly by season 2, it hit its stride. And I love the show. I love sort of that week-to-week adventure that none of the new Star Treks have. Like oh my God. I don't know if you guys are Star Trek fans and if you've tried watching Discovery and Picard, but oh my God, they're so dark and depressing. Picard is absolutely depressing as all get out. I'm 2 episodes into season 2. You got Q back in there. Q usually brings some levity, but a little bit of a threat to the show. Oh no, now it's like it's all threat with no levity. And once again, it's like the entire season is based on time travel. Time travel. Oh, Q snapped his fingers and went back in time. Now everything is effed up and everything's evil. I'm like, time travel again? See, this is what I'm talking about. Is like whoever's in charge of Star Trek over there, they don't understand what makes Star Trek fun and engaging and entertaining. Now they're good sci-fi shows. Like if you didn't slap Star Trek on those things, they'd be fantastic shows. And they're well made, money spent like through the roof to make those things look like movies. Each episode looks like a movie. It's phenomenal. Great acting, great set pieces. Can't deny that. But when both series are just so damn depressing, I'm like, I want to watch my Star Trek to kind of like, it's supposed to be a hopeful future and all this kind of good stuff. And it's just not. It's just not. Neither of those are. And I'm not talking about cloning and doing the exact same thing over and over again. But when your franchise is based on a certain atmosphere and tone, the impetus is to keep that tone so that your fans like it. That's why Star Wars has a certain tone, so it tries to maintain that tone. And then when you want to do something a little different on the side, like Mandalorian or whatever, or Boba Fett for the episodes he's actually in, you can turn the corner a little bit on those. Anyway, all right, that's my Star Trek rant. But yes, to answer that question one more time, The Orville is fantastic, and I cannot wait. Season 3 was supposed to have started now, but because Picard came out in March, they pushed it again. This is the 3rd push to like June or July. Come on, God, it's been like over 2 years since season 2. So hope to get those soon. Caveman also loves Orville. Can't wait. Yes, such a good one. I got an Orville patch. Yeah. I want to get one of those Orville costumes. Go cosplay as one of the Orville people one time. Orville will miss Norm Macdonald. I know, right? And I heard, though, the good thing is he had finished all of his voiceover work for his character before he passed away. So at least I think when we see all of season 3, Norm Macdonald will be well represented as a, nice little nod to his talent. That dude's hilarious, too. Have you ever seen any of the roasts? Like when they roast celebrities on, is it E! Entertainment or I forget which network does all those roasts. Maybe Comedy Central, I think. He's hilarious. He's always so funny. Like you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. So yeah, if you haven't seen, in fact, they did a roast of William Shatner, and George Takei was there as well. That's a good roast. If you want to see a good roast, go see William Shatner's. TJ8311 says, I enjoy Picard, but Discovery is difficult. I know. Like this thing is, I enjoy Picard. Like my favorite episode of Picard last season is when Riker and Troy showed up, and that's just because of that sort of camaraderie and chemistry that cast has. I just don't feel any of this cast has chemistry. As standalone characters, they're all interesting. Like when Seven of Nine comes on, I'm all in. Like I think she's the most interesting part of Picard. Not Picard. I feel like I'm not sure where they're going with Picard himself, but Seven of Nine. If this was just a show about her, I'm engaged to that portion of the story. So there's that. A little Star Trek talk for you guys this morning. Tim says the obsession these days is making everything. I know it is everything. Make everything dark and gritty. You can have a serious story over the season and still have lighthearted moments. Next Generation was perfect of that, right? And here's the thing too about even in real life, no matter how tragic or depressing something may have just happened in your life, you'll end up finding yourself laughing the next day. And it's, say you've lost a loved one, but then something the next day makes you laugh. That doesn't mean you can't laugh. That doesn't mean that you can't make a joke. That doesn't mean that a recent tragedy in your life means you need to be sort of like, bummed out and depressed for a while. I mean, that's going to be in your heart for a while, but your body still has emotions that it can enjoy. And that's what real life is like. And these shows don't represent that. It's just all dark, 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 dark. It would never be that somebody during that darkness is going to crack a joke because everything is so absurdly stupid. Somebody's going to say something to balance that out, but they don't. Now I got a drink. That's a lot of Trek talk. I'm getting my Trek on today, y'all. Have you noticed that? I guess it's because I wore my Wesley Crushers. Okay, let's keep rolling here real quick. TJ says, are the first two seasons of the Orville on streaming service? I haven't looked because I'm just waiting, but it should be on Hulu because Hulu is the home of season 3. So I would surmise that they also pulled in seasons 1 and 2. I hope, because it'd be nice to rewatch those real quick before season 3 comes out. All right, Michael says, got to check out. Michael, thank you for checking in, my friend. Have a good day, sir. Anthony's Horror and More. Hey, man, Star Trek is not Star Wars. True. And that's what these new movies and shows do not get. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you nailed it. It's like if you're trying to make it, okay. I'll try to be a smile about this. That it's so true. Like, I know the Star Wars is a bigger money maker, but freaking Star Trek has been around for over 55 years. For a reason, because the characters are enduring, not the special effects and the action and things that blow up. If the characters are fun and enduring, and then you throw them in a little adventure, like, come on, Captain Kirk, when he gets going, if he don't rip his shirt, there's not a good adventure going on. If he tears that tunic, you're like, oh yeah, shit's going down now, right? And Spock raises that eyebrow, which I can't quite do. Some. See, that's another thing I'm talking about. So there's Star Trek and in the original series. I think it can be all like serious, and then Spock will just raise that eyebrow and you start laughing. Like, here's this emotionless guy who's got a hilarious tick, which is raising the eyebrow like, you must be out your mind. That's what's all in that eyebrow. But yeah, Star Trek and Star Trek. And the other thing too is just because you can doesn't mean you should. And what I'm referring to is makeup. And Discovery Season 1, the Klingon makeup was so big. I mean, like, this is how big my head is. The makeup would take my head out to here and here. It was so big. And then there was so much around their mouth, and the teeth prosthetics were so big. Every time a Klingon talked, it sounded like he was talking through some prosthetics. I'm like, excuse me? You should probably redub all of those actors so it doesn't sound like people talking through giant teeth. Dial that back. I mean, man, it's like the Klingons became a perfectly represented species in the Next Generation, right? Elevated them, got the new look, got the butthead foreheads. We like it. It's good. And then just to keep going because you got new makeup people. No, dial that down, man. And it just looked absurd. It was so big. Like, they had 4 nostrils. Like, the nostrils came all the way out to here. Oh, they don't get it. They don't get it. So all the Star Trek fans here know what we're talking about. Probably like 2 people left in here right now because we're talking about Star Trek. If you're interested, Huck, there's a great making book of the Orville. If I was close enough, I'd pull it off my shelf, buddy, because I got it. The one by John Cook, right? I mean, James. What is it? Bond. Jimmy Bond, James Bond, Jeff Bond, James Bond, Jeff Bond, right? That one? Yeah, that was the other thing too. There was not a lot of trinkets and memorabilia and knickknacks for the Orville at all. That was like the only thing out there that you could get for the Orville. So I snapped that sucker up. There's no toys, no action figures. There's not even a Funko Pop of the Orville. Like you get all these most obscure Funko Pops, and there's not one Orville Funko Pop. You know, there's a Funko Pop of this guy. Let's see. There he is, y'all. That's the Huck Funko Pop. Look at that. Check it out. I got my mug right there. That's my, we're gonna pretend there's tea in that. Then there's my remote, because gotta go play some games. Yeah, y'all. Look at it. Anyway. That's my hair just came off. Wouldn't it be weird if I just pulled my hair off like this thing? Okay, this is me impersonating The Rock. Or is it anybody? I dropped my remote. All right, anyway, there we go. Stop messing with my Funko Pop. There it is. Yeah, anyway, great book, love it. TJ says, in my opinion, J.J. Abrams started the whole Star Trek as Star Wars thing into, yeah, I mean, he did. That's exactly what he did. And I don't mind the cast. Here's the good thing I'll say about that. I love the cast. I think you can recast. It's sort of blasphemy to think you can't recast Shatner and Nimoy. You can. You'll never be better than those guys, because there's just something magical about those two guys and DeForest Kelley and the whole cast. But the new cast is fantastic. I like Chris Pine. I like Quinto, Zoe Saldana. They're really good. It's a little Star Warsy. Yeah, it's just a little too Star Warsy. And Side Hustle, what do we got, buddy? He says, will you wear that shirt for your work live streams, or do you change? Not sure what I want to know that. That's a good question, actually, because, usually around 9 o'clock, I start to knock off here so I can go to work. I wouldn't mind. I ain't got no problem wearing it, because then people be like, what's that funky shirt you're wearing? I'm like, it's the Wesley Crushers, fool. You don't know the Wesley Crushers. But it also depends if it starts getting warm. You see, this is what here, I'll take this. The traditional, this is what I usually got going on when I'm doing these. But, I had to throw in a little of the attire of what I might be wearing on Saturday night. See if you guys dig it. So looks like you do. All right, let's just see if there's any last nugget here. Have I showed you everything I wanted to show you? Yeah, because I want to give you two. Oh, you know what? Here, I will do this for you guys real quick. I didn't have a ton of pickups, but I do have. Now this is also sort of a Wizard of Oz, peek behind the curtain, man behind the curtain moment. I haven't done this video yet. Just because I picked up 2 jobs like an idiot, like I'm exhausted. So I go out and I shoot some stuff, but I haven't had a chance to put this video together. But, if it doesn't make it, here they are. These are some recent pickups I found at a thrift store. Actually, it was 2 thrift stores. Yeah, and I walked out with, like 6 titles, like under $20, all on Blu-ray. So here it is. So beating my video to the punch. I'm just going to show you. So we picked up Yes Man with Jim Carrey. I've seen that. That is so good. I'm trying to build up, get even more Jim Carrey titles in my collection. Passengers. I haven't seen this. I saw the first 10 minutes because I know when it came out, they let you see the first 10 minutes to get you sucked in. But man, look at this. It's like almost brand new. It's got the slip. All these discs are in perfect condition. And it's the, and check this out. It is the Target special edition, and inside, sure enough, I popped it open, and look, there's the bonus disc from Target. So I get the film and the bonus disc. So that was a neat little score. Didn't even know it had that in it until I paid attention to that sticker. All right, keep them coming. Another sci-fi fun movie is Battle Los Angeles. That is pretty cool. Enjoyed that. And look at this, man. $4. Devil Wears Prada. Have you guys seen this? This is really funny. And look, it is still sealed. Somebody had it on their shelf, like me, decided I'm never going to watch it. Put it out there. Bam, $4. Devil Wears Prada. Love the movie. All right. And now this one I got just as an experiment. Tim, I don't know if you're still there, but so this is, I mentioned this in your thing the other night. It's a Wonderful Life. But the reason I grabbed this is because it includes both the colorized and black and white version. And, I always prefer the black and white, but I was kind of fascinated to see what the color one looked like, just to, compare it. And of all the releases that came out, the ones that I have don't have the color one. So, for another $3, it's like, yeah, I want to check that out. That'll be fun. And the last one I got, I have no idea. This guy's hit and miss with me with his movies. I like him personally. He's hilarious and kicks ass. Is a Wild Card with Jason Statham. Anybody seen this? Blu-ray and digital, although I'm sure, yeah, no digital code. But yeah, I mean, for a couple of bucks, I'd be willing to check that out. Hopefully it's got some good action, decent action. And so that's my pickup. And then recently I'd mentioned this. This is a movie I want to just briefly talk about. It's called There's No Such Thing as Vampires. This is a movie that some good friends of mine, Eric Cushing and Logan Thomas, made. And it's a spook fest of a film. It's all about good old vampire filmmaking, vampire storytelling. And I get a little role in it. Yeah, they let Chicken Boy come and play on the set for a couple of days. So yeah, I play this character named JoJo. Anyway, guys, so it's on Amazon Prime. You can rent it for like $3 or $4 on SD or HD, and it hits the ground running, y'all. Like if you want to check it out, like when it starts, it's like there's already a chase going on, and runs a chick off the road, and then becomes this like a road movie and getting away from vampires. So it's definitely not a slow film. It comes in at a super lean, like I don't even think it's 90 minutes. I think it's like 80 something. I don't know if I'm going to catch the time, scoop it off here. It's probably too small. Print's too small. But anyway, I want to say it's 80 something minutes. So it's not a lot of your time. Super quick watch. So if you guys want to check out a good spooky horror, it's kind of a throwback to like the 80s kind of stuff with the vampire films. Now, the only thing for me, and like these are my buddies, I'm going to tell you, the only thing I just wanted more vampires, like more vampire of the lead vampire. It's one of those cool things. I don't want to give too much away, but it's like, it leaves you wanting more. So that's a good thing. Like at the end, I'm like, oh, all right then. So crack. There you go. There's No Such Thing as Vampires. Starring yours truly as JoJo. Although I will say Chicken Boy was a much bigger part. So maybe if there's a sequel, let's up that JoJo cameo, y'all. Maybe a co-star. Okay. So that's my little pitch for There's No Such Thing as Vampires, guys. If you're in the mood for a horror film, please check that out. All right, now let me see where we left off. So will I wear the shirt? Okay, we're going to wrap this up with you guys. Anthony's Horror and More. Do you have any funny stories from working in the TV industry? I know you have done editing on different shows. Funny stories? Let's see. Of course, I'm on the spot. I remember doing a commercial for the Cartoon Network one time. It was, in fact, somebody's actually, I think I showed it in my last live, where in my acting reel, I'm sitting in front of my boss, and I'm like, you ever see the Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny scene where he's like, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, rabbit season, duck season, and then Daffy Duck tries to flip it on Bugs Bunny so that he'll say rabbit season, but he doesn't fall for it, and he like totally schools Daffy Duck. Well, we do a scene like that because we were promoting the Looney Tunes coming to the Cartoon Network. And so I come into my boss's office and he tells me, Johnson, you're fired. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then we say, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, I am. Thinking he'll say, no, you're not. And then I can get out of there. And he goes, yeah, you are. And so I didn't win. So that was kind of funny. So on that set, there's a scene where the security guard is throwing me out of the building, and they're shooting it from high atop this other building across the street. This also tells you what editing and time is about. This one particular shot didn't even stay in because the spot needed to be tighter, so it didn't even make it. But there's a mailbox out there, and as he throws me out there, I'm supposed to land on the mailbox, and I'm like, oh, and then I'm out. Well, the mailbox was a prop. It was fake. It wasn't bolted to the ground. So as I get tossed out of the building, and I hit the mailbox goes, oh, like the whole thing almost falls over, and like the whole set started laughing, and I'm like, and I point to it, and the director's like, take two. So that was kind of funny. And then let's see it. I'll try to think. Yeah, I'm going to be doing an actual Steel Frontier behind the scenes thing as soon as I dial down some of these jobs. I got 2 right now, and I'm waiting for them to kind of scale down. But I had the absolute luck of the draw to shoot behind the scenes footage. Like when I was on the set, I brought my camcorder because I'm like, why wouldn't you? And I didn't think the directors would ever like, if you try to do that on a set, no one would probably like, what are you doing? I put your camera down. You can't shoot stuff. It's like, like if this was a Marvel movie, I'd get, I get thrown against the mailbox. This time one that's bolted to the ground. So I say, can I shoot stuff that's going on while I'm not acting? Like I'm off today, but can I come in and shoot stuff? And they go, yeah, go nuts. Excuse me. I could not believe, y'all, how much footage I shot. I have not seen this footage since the 90s when I shot this film, but it was all on these Hi8 tapes, but my Hi8 camcorder broke and I never had it replaced. And so these tapes sat there untransferred. So I got so tired of waiting that I went on eBay, found that camera, and I have transferred those tapes. So they are now secure in my hard drive, digital, and ready to make a very good behind the scenes. Like I'm filming a stunt where a motorcycle drags a girl over a fireball. I'm like, and that's in the movie. So I'll try to do a side by side. I'm like, damn that. They are letting me shoot a lot of stuff. So I can tell that will be a very big time consuming project, but it is coming. Promise. In fact, if you haven't seen it in months, you come at me and say, hey, where's that behind the scenes thing? Let's see, where are we at? Okay. Caveman says, I picked up the Godfather Deluxe set. Yeah, I have not picked that up yet. Because, like I get it. The Godfather's, it's a classic. See, this is also why this Godfather did not make my perfect movie list, just because it's not. It's like, it's slow. Like pacing, like I said, pacing is part of my criteria for perfect. And The Godfather, while well acted and the story's good and the direction is good, it's got a lot of like, let's go. So I'm not in a super hurry to go out and pay top dollar. And I know, I'm sort of one of those slow waiting guys. My channel's not really based on, unfortunately, like day of kind of purchases and showing that kind of thing. I'm more into this kind of stuff. So, and finding deals. So I'm going to wait for that to go down just a little bit. In fact, I waited for the Indiana Jones to go down. So that came out at like 80, $90 and the Steelbooks were 100. And I waited and got my 4Ks for like $48. $48 because I waited. Had to wait about 4 months, but it paid off. So I'm going to do that on The Godfather. TJ also says, we watched the colorized version of It's a Wonderful Life a few years ago. It's fun, but see that. And that's why I got it. I want to check it out and go, oh, okay. And who knows, maybe I'll just do, spot check a few scenes and then be like, okay, maybe I'll go bring it back to the thrift store I got it from and go, I'm going to pay this forward. Have you been to the Big Funk? Yes, Side Hustle. In fact, check out my channel. I did on my birthday last year. This was one of the very first videos I did on my channel is I went and did a complete store tour of that store. And it is still one of my biggest few things. I think last time I looked, I think it was over 4,000 views. So for my little tiny channel, that's pretty nice. So I guess a lot of people who are wanting to come out to that store, they leave me notes. Oh man, what's the best time to go? What do you like? I'm like, oh yeah. So people are enjoying that episode a lot. So yeah, if you want to know what that big Funko store in Hollywood is like, go look up, Funko store Hollywood full tour on my channel. It's really cool. I walk around, do the whole thing. I buy some Funkos. It's got music behind it. And my wife and daughter came with me because that was my birthday present. I said, this is what I want for my birthday. I want to go to the Funko store and I want to get, 3 hair coming off, 3 Funkos. So I got this one. I got one in a tuxedo because I wanted kind of a James Bond Huck and a DJ Huck because he used to be a DJ. So he's got sunglasses and a microphone. So I got 3 of them. And you may have seen actually in that intro for the trivia thing, as I'm panning down, you'll see a Marilyn Monroe Funko Pop. That's exclusive to the store only. And they do that a lot. Like, so that you got something from the Hollywood store, they make Funko Pops you can only get from the Hollywood store. And of course, if you're going to get a Hollywood icon, you got to get Marilyn Monroe. So that's what I snagged. All right, let's wrap it up here. Wild Card is decent. Okay, comparable action to Crank. That's a good comparison for me because, yeah, I liked Transporter and some other of his films better than Crank. So if you're putting it at Crank level, then at least I know exactly where we're headed with that. That is cool, man. All right, guys. Well, it is now 9 o'clock. If you guys have any last minute questions, throw them at me. But I do appreciate everybody coming by this morning. I know my lives tend to be kind of impromptu, so it's always nice to have some guests on. And I appreciate it. And I do hope everyone will tune in here one more time. I'm going to give you guys a quick look at our banner here. There it is. There's the trivia night coming up, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Saturday night, with you go to Blue, Pops, Movie Dungeon, and Movies with Ryan. It's going to be a real humdinger of an event. Should be a good time, guys. So, yeah, please stop by and see that if you can. Just want to thank everybody for coming out today. Michael, Caveman, Pops, Turner Fan, TJ, Mika. Trying to hit a few you guys' names here. Yeah, TJ, got you, buddy. Caveman, Mika. It's tough to kind of scrub through these and get everybody, but I think I got all you guys. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. Just try to look like, oh, Anthony. Anthony's Horror is More. Thank you for coming by. Side Hustle. Yeah, bud. And then anybody else? Oh, okay. I think I got everybody. But yes, thank you so much for stopping by. Please come on by the trivia game. I hope it's a winner. I hope you guys like it. I have a good plan of how to execute it that I hope is executed how my brain sees it. It's going to require a lot of, I think, technical work. So that means more room for error, but I'm willing to take that on just for you guys. All right, guys. So thanks again for joining me on this new live. Go check out There's No Such Thing as Vampires on Amazon Prime if you're looking for a good horror movie. And until next time, I'll catch you later.